Coffee. 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 I love coffee. Coffee's great. Isn't coffee great? Coffee is great. I drink so much coffee. Did you know that when coffee was first discovered, that first of all, though we call it a bean, it's really a berry. Did you know that? And I don't know, I don't remember the region, but there was an observation. There were goats that were eating these berries, and the observer said, you know what? Coffee makes goats dance. I got to find out what this is all about. Well, they didn't know about caffeine back then, and I don't know exactly how all this comes together, but I know that there was somebody determined that the reason why coffee has that effect on goats and humans is because it's demon possessed. Oh, we're going to put a ban on coffee. We're not going to drink it. Until, I think it was either a priest or a bishop, I can't remember who, they came by and they said, wait a minute, I love coffee. And so how did they solve the problem of a demon-possessed drink? Blessed it. He blessed the coffee. Coffee is blessed. Did you know that? That coffee that you drink is blessed. But I'm going to prove to you that coffee also is demon-possessed. It has a life of its own. Okay, I'm not really going to prove that, but it's an interesting thing I've noted about coffee. Coffee's great, and when it's in a cup and we're drinking it and it's hot, it's good and we like it until we spill it. Did you notice when you spill coffee, it goes everywhere and it seems to run towards the things you don't want it to touch? Your important papers, your electronics, it seems to go there with all due haste and speed. You're looking for a rag and it's almost like the coffee's looking back going, hurry, hurry, destroy the papers, destroy. And it just goes everywhere. Did you notice that a cup of coffee in a cup is a cup? It's what, 12 ounces, 16 ounces? But on your desk, it expands magically. See, I told you it was demon-possessed, and it becomes a gallon. Man, I've never... Coffee will go and go and go, and it heads towards stuff, and then it gets under things that you can't get to right away, and you gotta move stuff out of the way, and it just seems to be something that at one point you were enjoying your cup of coffee, and now you've got this coffee disaster, and it stains. Because back in the 70s, we only knew one kind of coffee, hot coffee. You love to put cream in it, you put sugar in it, you drank it black, whatever, but you only drank it hot. However, my mother, a Southerner, loves sweet iced tea. Now, we had a friend, she says that she's of English descent and only drank hot tea. And she used to say something like, man, I don't see how you could drink iced tea. How is it that you could put ice in your tea? It doesn't make sense to me. She said, could you imagine putting ice in your coffee? And we couldn't. It was like, oh no, ice in the coffee. And she said, exactly. That's how I feel about ice in the tea. Well, over time, we learned about iced coffee. And I got to tell you, I love hot coffee. I love iced coffee. But lukewarm coffee, I take a sip and I literally have been known to spew it out of my mouth. What does Jesus say about the church? He says, I would rather you hot or cold, but if you're lukewarm, I will spew you out of my mouth. I get that reference. Go ahead, try it. Try it someday. Drink some iced coffee, go, yeah, that's good stuff. Drink some hot coffee, go, yeah, it's good stuff. Let your coffee sit until it gets about room temperature and you go, oh, I gotta spit this stuff out. It's not good. And that's the biblical reference that I wanted to make to coffee today. I don't think it's demon-possessed, but you gotta watch out because that too much caffeine can be, a little bit, well, you might be dancing like a goat. And we know what the word says about the sheep and the goats. So let's be careful there. Anyway, enjoy, have a wonderful and blessed day, and remember, coffee can be good or it can be evil, depends on what's happening with the coffee.